Lots of news today. That is where we begin with Adam. What is going on with Jayden Daniels?
Laura, he is going to be out on Monday night in Kansas City against the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. And as the Commanders enter the teeth of their schedule, fighting to stay alive, they're going to have to figure out a way to try to win against the Chiefs without Jayden Daniels and with Marcus Mariota starting at quarterback on Monday night. Mariota has replaced Jayden Daniels before this season. He'll have to do it again. The good thing is the Commanders believe they have a highly competent, capable number 2 quarterback. The bad thing is they're going to have to do it without their talented second-year quarterback.
All right, we'll continue to talk about this all week long as that game, as Adam said, on Monday night. Dan, what is your reaction to the news that Jayden Daniels won't play in this one?
It's a bad sign that this season the injuries have really impacted his availability. We all know that this defense is struggling mightily. Dallas put up 40-something on them last week. This team offensively needs to just play to a place almost like we've talked about Dallas's offense, where they got to score 35-plus. Second time this year he's going to miss time because of an injury. Mm-hmm. Is it going to impact the way that they call plays? Is it going to impact the way that he plays stylistically? And can they have the season that they kind of expected coming into this year too? So I'm hoping he's going to be healthy as soon as possible, but I do believe it's going to have a butterfly effect of how he plays.
Yeah, and by the way, it's not just him. It might be another week with no Terry McLaurin, no Deebo Samuel. Both those guys missed this past week. Noah Brown, their third receiver, is on injured reserve. And right now the backfield has a little bit of a predictable nature to it. Bill Krosky-Merritt's emerged. He's become a bigger part of their backfield for sure. He's got 7 catches in 7 games. He is only playing on running downs or when they're playing either with a lead or in a close game. If you see someone like Jeremy McNichols on the field, you're expecting some sort of pass. Yeah, this is tough. This season last year was so magical for the team in so many ways, and Jayden gives them so much hope every year when he is available and healthy on the field. But you're playing a second-place schedule as opposed to where they were just a year ago schedule-wise.
I was just thinking how different the vibes are of Washington.
All those one-score games they won last year are just hard to sustain that year over year. So about everything that could go wrong so far for this team has gone wrong.
It has. It's always harder in your second season anyway, right? Even if he played against the Chiefs, I would have questions because of what you said about Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, Noah Brown. Those are his top 3 receivers that he started the season with that he won't have. I mean, they're in man-to-man going to Zach Ertz and relying on him to win in the passing game, and the defense as well. Like, there's nothing that they can rely on. So it's not great that Jayden Daniels isn't healthy, but you would rather him heal up and hopefully it coincides with getting some of the other guys back.
Yeah, by the way, Mariota is going to make his first start on Monday Night Football since the start he made in 2018 at Texans, where he completed 22 of 23 passes. Remember this game? It was a loss, but he posted the 3rd highest completion rate in a game all time. So maybe he's got some magic.
About Monday night, brings out the best.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you got to bring something out against Patrick Mahomes and this Chiefs offense that has looked great. Lots more quarterback news to get to. Adam, what did Aaron Glenn say about the Jets quarterbacks today?
Laura, he's not ready to make a decision, and in part because Tyrod Taylor is dealing with a knee injury right now that has left him day to day, and it certainly sounds like the Jets may have been inclined to go to Tyrod Taylor, but with that knee injury now, they have a decision to make. Go to Tyrod Taylor or go to Justin Fields, who Woody Johnson, the Jets owner, said one day earlier that the Jets are having a tough time completing a pass. So that is a decision that is awaiting Aaron Glenn. And as he said, he does not want to give a competitive advantage to the Cincinnati Bengals. As for Bryce Young, he did not practice today in Carolina due to an ankle injury. Dealing with a sprained ankle with Young's sideline, Andy Dalton took the reps. And obviously, if Young is not back behind center during practice tomorrow or Friday, it'll be an indication that he's not going to be starting on Sunday, which certainly seems to be the way that it is moving right now. It looks like a week of Andy Dalton. And in Baltimore, for the first time since he strained his hamstring, Lamar Jackson was back at practice today. It seemed like it might have been in a limited fashion, but his presence out there clearly uplifted the rest of the organization as it looks to jumpstart its season in the second half of the year and make a run at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hard to do that without Lamar Jackson. The good sign was he was out there today, listed as a limited participant in practice, giving him a chance to play Sunday against the Chicago Bears.
Oh, I like that news. New on NFL Live, here's John Harbaugh today.
I think the energy level changes. Heck yeah. Lamar's he's our quarterback. He's a great guy, but also all the guys being out there and where we're at and what we're trying to accomplish and all those things. I mean, our guys respond with great energy, and that's something I feel great about this team in that sense.
New on NFL Live, the Giants and Eagles play in Philly this weekend. Here's Nick Sirianni on the rematch.
If we're getting up more for one game than the other, then we're not doing our job on a consistent basis. And I've said this before. It's like, hey, if you need a little extra motivation and that doesn't distract, it's always about, does it distract you to put that extra motivation on you? Then don't use it. If it helps you, use it. Like, everybody's a little bit different there.
That's how I.
Yeah, Philly got the passing game going against Minnesota as Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown finally found their rhythm, connecting on the deep ball, which had been a struggle in their first 6 games. Hurts went 3 for 3 for 108 yards and 2 touchdowns, targeting Brown on passes at least 20 yards downfield. Those 3 completions on such throws are tied for their most in any game since becoming teammates in 2022. Dan, how can the Eagles offense, though, keep this momentum going against the Giants this week?
I will reiterate, I really liked the 6 offensive line stuff last week. I really liked the fact that they put Jalen Hurts under center, and I really liked the fact that they sprinkled in some play action. Doesn't have to be exactly who they're going to be. I'll be interested to see, will they continue to do it 5, 6, 7 times in the game? The other question is, how do they get the run game going a little bit? We've talked schematically, the alignment of Saquon Barkley, a little bit less gun. They're just getting beat one-on-one way more this year than they did last year, so you're trying to figure out the why. Tyler Steen, he's not Mekhi Beckham, okay? Still a good player. I think one thing, too, is like maybe not asking guys to make really difficult blocks. Watch the center here. He's got to reach the defensive tackle to the left. That's just a very difficult block to make. You'll see the center once again. He's got to get to the guy on our right, his left, and get outside of him. The ball's getting run outside. That's a very difficult block for
good defensive lineman too.
Yeah, this is the tight end. Watch the tight end. Instead of having the tackle and that 6 offensive linemen go to him, they're leaving the tight end one-on-one with the defensive end. Again, we're just asking guys to make very difficult blocks, and so I think that can we create a little bit better? This place has been notorious for like making angles easy for guys and leverage easy for guys. That's got to get tweaked a little bit and not ask him to make impossible blocks that maybe Jason Kelce 3-4 years ago could.
I mean, and you look at that tape, you see how many people are in the box. Like, I don't want to make it rudimentary, but when you have success passing the football, you will alleviate the pressure that you're putting on your run game. But to do that, you need to be decisive. You need to, when you have one-on-ones very similar that we saw in the Devontae Smith tape, you let it fly. You don't second-guess it. You put it out there, and that's what Jalen Smith did better this week than he has in weeks past. He saw it, and he threw it, period, right? You give your
way more
big-time receivers
anticipation this past week.
Like, it's like I'm throwing these footballs the moment I see somebody coming open, and if he can lock onto that, it will be a trickle-down effect to the run game, because when you're too heavily relying on it, which they have been, it's going to be impossible to beat those kind of looks.
Really good X's and O's from both of you guys. And Nick Sirianni just said, our job is to make sure we're not too high or too low for any game compared to the others. I got to be honest, if I'm an Eagles player and I can't find a way to get up for this game, then we don't have that championship mentality. The Giants punked the Eagles 2 weeks ago on Thursday Night Football, completely dominated them at the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley had no running room after the Giants had previously been allowing 140 rushing yards per game. The offense was all out of sync, and the defense was not much better. Cam Skadaboo found the end zone 3 times in this game. When you're as good as the Philadelphia Eagles roster is, and there are enough adjustments that Dan and Hawk just laid out that can be made, I think, relatively cleanly, then sometimes it is about your mentality, your mindset going into a game, your will to not be embarrassed once again, playing at home this time against the Giants. They're 5-2. They're in front of the division, but this game means more than your average game against a team that's 2-5 like the New York Giants are.
Yeah, Hawk, we did see another cryptic A.J. Brown social media post. This week it was using me but not using me. Now, listen, I haven't seen, if he's commented on this, please forgive me because I haven't seen a comment on it, but you always have a good translation for what this may be, the receiver brain. You understand it. What is this?
I'm not going to lie.
Did he have 2 tutties last week?
He did, and I'm getting a little fatigued with the lost in translation in the tweets from A.J. Brown. I played with a different A.J. It was Green, not Brown. And
how many words did A.J. Green speak in his entire career?
He barely said hi when you came in the room, let alone send a tweet out.
He was making catches, though, now.
He was. I prefer my Green.
This guy.
Oh, but he is,
Good
too.
point.
But it always comes with a little bit of to throw you off on the cryptic tweet.
We were, this came out on Monday, and we were talking about it, and it's like, all right, so then he's going to have something in the locker room where he's going to be like, no, I didn't really mean
Like,
that.
what are you talking about?
Like, it wasn't that.
Now he's gaslighting me.
Yeah,
that's the part I don't like, because I defend, and then he gaslights.
Is he using us?
He's using me, but not using me.
That was the quote.
You feel me?
Dan, did a light bulb go off? I feel like you went. All right, wait. We got 20 seconds. Dan, happy birthday, Lenny.
Happy birthday to Lenny. Lenny, who's my daughter. She
Happy
turns
birthday,
10.
Lenny.
Massive soccer game Saturday, 3
go.
o'clock.
Oh,
Semifinals state
let's
title.
go.
Let's go, Lenny.
Happy birthday, Lenny.
Happy birthday,
I got some diamonds I got last week I can give her.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Some diamonds I got from Paris. We'll talk about it.